And joining us now to continue the conversation, among a few other conversations, former Colorado Senator Cory Gardner. Senator, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Your insight on this potential looming railroad strike, of course, as Bob just mentioned, that supply chain issue that was such a huge problem throughout the pandemic, still continuing now. Obviously, this would make it that much worse.
Well, look, people have to come together to solve this. The American people are paying more at the pump. They're paying more at the grocery store. The farmers are seeing record high prices for inputs, whether that's the equipment they use or the fertilizer that they're applying. Look, I'm inside my family's former farm equipment dealership. We're a block away from a bean warehouse where they load rail cars every single day with pinto beans to send across America. If that shuts down, that's jobs, that's economic opportunity in rural Colorado, that's higher pain, more pain at the grocery store. That is exactly the opposite of what this country needs.
Let's move on to a different topic. You're an advisor to the National Cannabis Roundtable. In a poll among only Republicans, mind you, 73% of respondents say they are either strongly or somewhat in favor of legalizing marijuana, at the very least, for medical use. Now, you're in Colorado. I don't know the status. I think it's allowed for recreational and medicinal uses. I wanted to get your read on that and whether this is an important issue to people who are voting.
Well, I think Colorado is a great test case for the nation in this. This is the state that led the way when it comes to medical marijuana to recreational use. I actually opposed these measures when they were first passed, but the state of Colorado's voters spoke. They've spoke loud and clearly, along with almost every other state in the union that have allowed some form of either medical or medicinal use or recreational use of cannabis. And it is clear now more than ever that not just Democrats support this, but Republicans do as well. A vast majority of the American people believe that Congress is behind on this, that the states are leading on this, and the message that they are sending from states like Colorado is, hey, Congress, get in gear, do what we've done all along, which is responsible regulation and making sure that we are leading the way the voters intended to.
Senator, some opponents of this may say, well, once you legalize marijuana for recreational use, then all of a sudden you have the problem of San Francisco with much harder drugs. What's your response to those cynics or critics?
Well, I think you can see what's happened in San Francisco long before anybody actually tried to legally approach cannabis, or from a medicinal standpoint or a recreational standpoint. In fact, I believe this can make matters better to address things like illicit markets, to put parameters around medicinal use and applications. And so it is just one of those things. The voters are way, way, way ahead, light years ahead of where Congress is. And Congress needs to follow suit, pass legislation like the Safe Banking Act. It's very simple.
All right. Congressman Cory Gardner, thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. September is historically the worst performing month for the stock market, so you better be ready for it. The Fed continues to aggressively raise rates, and JP Morgan is forecasting another mega rate hike September the 21st. Is that why Jamie Dimon said an economic hurricane is coming our way? Well, gold and silver have remained remarkably stable despite the Fed aggressively raising rates today. The Patriot Gold Group has a special incentive for Newsmax viewers. Huge! Now precious metals investors can enjoy the no fee for life gold and silver IRA on qualifying rollovers, or enjoy free discreet insured shipping on all direct gold and silver purchases. Here's the number: 800-356-4470. Call 800-356-4470 today.